Frankel will get her second straight start in goal.
Erin Frankel just with that one start so far. She's just getting her feet wet. A nice young athletic goaltender. Plays big for her, you know, a smaller stature relative to the other end of the ice. We're gonna go down and see Anne-Renée Desbiens starting for Montreal. Of course, wearing that nice new helmet, nice new paint job on the Bucky for Desbiens, and it looks awesome.
Gives us a chance to introduce ourselves alongside longtime PWHL goalie Liz Knox. I'm David Korzenowski. You heard from Anastasia Busis before the game, and we are so excited to be bringing you today's contest between Boston and Montreal. It's the first line of forwards out there for both teams. For Montreal, that's Anne-Sophie Bataille, Marie-Philippe Poulin, and Maureen Murphy, top defensive pairing as well. As a possible rush the other way comes Anne-Sophie Bataille. Keller is back to swoop it up, and her D-line partner Emily Brown helps clear. This is already the second line out there for Boston in Hannah Brandt, as well as Jamie Lee Rattray and Teresa Shopsaw, who had the first goal for Boston. Here comes Montreal. Shot from the right wing, bounced in front. Traffic on the doorstep, and it's swept out to the corner. A save by Frankel on a shot that came in from close range. Looked like Erin Ambrose who had the try.
Oh, what a great opportunity there. Erin Frankel standing tall early in this game, getting that shoulder, just getting a nice piece on that shot to keep the puck out.
Time for your players to watch, brought to you by Woody Creek Distillers. First on the Boston side, the captain, Hillary Knight, four-time Olympic medalist, 1 goal coming back in 2018.
Yeah, of course, if you're a women's hockey fan, you're used to seeing her in a USA jersey, but she's got some roots here in Montreal as well.
Our referees tonight are Marie Couture as well as Lacey Senuk, and the linespersons are Jessica Chartrand and Sean Oliver. Boston has played just 1 game so far this season. They lost 3-2 to the only undefeated team remaining in the PWHL. That's Minnesota. It's a thrilling game up at the Songa Center, but Boston trailed early, fell behind 2-0 in the first period and could not come back. Montreal on the other side is coming off of a 5-2 win at New York on Wednesday. Their opener was a thriller out at TD Place in Ottawa. They won 3-2 in overtime thanks to Anne-Sophie Bataille. Creeping in, trying to test Desbiens, and it's swept aside by Montreal. Nice job by Costa to keep it in the zone. She hammers it down into the corner, looking for Gigi Marvin. This is the 4th line of forwards out there, setting up Costa. And a defender swoops over to help clear. And now back into the corner it goes. Boston making it tough on Montreal right now. They're still in the zone, trying to drop it down low. And a stick in there for Montreal. Nice job by Katie Tabin from Manitoba, able to get this behind goal. Flipped ahead past the red line. Out to the open side of the ice, Megan Keller gains the zone. Keller had a power play goal in the opener. It falls behind, and it goes wide. Sophie Shirley let it rip from the left wing. Fight along the near side boards. It comes out to Shirley. She shoots, blocked in front. Lashkova is there for Montreal, but again, Montreal not able to get clean clears as it's deflected across the crease. Behind goal now, tossed in front once again. Sliding in was DiGirolamo. Arms stay down as it's tossed along the blue line. Morin shoots, and it's blocked.
Fans not happy with that no call, but this is the standard that we're setting in the PWHL. We love the physical play. The players have been loving it, and you know, it adds to that entertainment value, to the ebbs and flows of this great hockey game.
Yeah, the way this game has been officiated in the first week of the league has been very well received. They have set the precedent from the jump, and the players like it as well. Behind goal, DiGirolamo tries to get there. Hammered ahead by Laura Stacy, but DiGirolamo is quick to poke it back into the corner. Hannah Brandt in on the play as well. Lashkova gets it out past the blue line, but Fratkin with Boston on a quick change, applying some pressure in the Montreal D zone. Referee got run into there. Lashkova sends it behind goal. Native of Budapest, Hungary, defenseman who is selected in the 4th round, picked 19 overall in the PWHL draft. Great hustle by O'Neill to beat out the icing there. 2-on-2 behind Frankel. So down by Kristen O'Neill, one of 3 alternate captains with this Montreal team. Keppel took a weird bounce in front. And quickly, it's D'Arcangelo there to slow things down. Sends it back to no one in particular. Frankel will help out. Passing through. Pelkey tries to backhand it past the blue line. She's going 1-on-3. Intercepted. Here comes Mariah Keppel. Keppel has played in every game so far this season for Montreal. Good passing here. Gigi Marvin through the logo. Marvin to her left. Shot. And it went behind goal. Taylor Gerard with the try. Gerard now behind goal, going 1-on-2 along the end boards. Costa flips it back deep. Gerard still there. Boston starting to go for a change. 5 burgundy sweaters in the D zone.
And again, 4th on the depth chart, but this 4th line for Boston has had the most sustained pressure down in the Montreal end.
Keller, a 3-time first-team All-American at Boston College. Morin now, shot intentionally wide, got caught up in the jersey of Catherine Dao. Dao played with the Montreal Force last year in the PHF, was an alternate captain there. Here is Poulet. She drops it down low. Shot and is saved by Frankel. Oh, it rings off the post on the outside. Still behind goal. It was Maureen Murphy who got the beautiful pass down low from Poulin.
And what I'm loving about this line, David, is just the energy created around number 29. There's so much speed. There's great vision on the ice, and we saw it there in that last chance.
We'll talk about her throughout the broadcast as well, but how about Maureen Murphy? She was in college last season playing on this top line.
You know, she's really carving a space out for herself and making it difficult on head coach Corey Chevry to take her off there.
Montreal trying to set up some more ozone time. We got a stick that was lost, picked up quickly. Losing an edge, possible breakaway. Jamie Lee Rattray. Rattray trying to get ahead, loses the puck. And Davienne is there, arm is up as well. Montreal will go on the power play.
Such excitement there, and Jamie Lee Rattray's looking, I think she may have been hoping for that penalty shot. We're gonna take a look at that Montreal chance. We see this nice float pass from Marie-Philippe Poulin. It's Abby Murphy trying to just wing that puck back out in front. A great save from Erin Frankel. As you see her just float that puck nicely over the defender's sticks. That's Jess DiGirolamo on Boston's end. And then just a little bit of a blown tire there at the blue line. Leah Lum sends Jamie Lee Rattray on a great chance. And a great hustle back from that Montreal decor.
That is a hold on Dominika Lashkova. So pardon me, it is not on Jamie Lee Rattray. Thought it would be goaltender interference there, but they call Lashkova for a hold at 7:29 in the first. So Boston is on the woman advantage. They had 1 power play goal against Minnesota. It came late in the 3rd period. Lauren Gable snaps a shot. It hit a stick and went up high into the boards, but stays in play. Again, Lashkova sitting for 2 minutes. First power play we've seen for either side. This one up high. And it goes wide, picked up quickly by Sydney Morin. Morin passes, finding Shirley to the opposite side. Gable tries a low shot. Remember, you score a shorthanded goal in the PWHL, you release your player from the penalty box.
And often we think about the adjustment that has on the players, the forwards and the defensemen, but as a goaltender, that might change how you play the puck as well.
Well, you played goalie for a long time. What do you think you would do different?
Well, I was probably better at playing it than I was at stopping it at times, so I love to play the puck. I would be looking for that break. You know, if I'm Davienne, catch somebody coming, breaking the zone, far side neutral zone, and, maybe tally an apple for myself.
There you go. Gotta love the goalie assist, right?
That's it.
Boston maybe with one last chance. 10 seconds left. Marvin gains the zone. Nice entry. She was looking for a pass. Sliding stop by Dao. Wow. That does it for the first power play of the game. 1 shot for Boston tallied on their 2 minutes.
A great defensive effort there from Catherine Zaou.
Here's Morin. Morin tries to flip it ahead. Aggressive job by Bate to slow it down for a moment. Montreal. We have a penalty. Looks like this is going to go against Emily Brown.
No, I think it was just an icing there, actually, but we're going to take a look at that blocked pass. You see Catherine Zahu just get right on her horse. She takes away that angle. She's looking for the back door there. Gigi Marvin's looking for Mueller on the back door, but Zahu with great hustle, great ice awareness. She's going to swing that lower body in that lane.
Just about halfway done with the first period here in Montreal's home opener. A great crowd here at Verdun Auditorium. Boston's first game since January 3rd. Montreal started off their season with the 3-2 win in overtime against Ottawa. They lost 3-0 to Minnesota, and then they won 5-2 this past week at New York. There was one other game today. Ottawa putting a hurting on Toronto. They won 5-1. 2 goals from Gabby Hughes in that game. She was the first star of the game. Pass intercepted by Costa. Costa looks ahead to Girard. Girard swooping in. Girard will be slowed down for a moment. This is a delayed penalty against Montreal. Fans don't like it. Frankel clears the goal, and Boston will try a little 6-on-5 here, but it's touched by Marchment. And Boston will go back on the power play. Well, it's the defender, Dominika Leshkova, who will sit once again. She got booked for holding, this one for hooking Nazi.
Yeah, you know, she's just getting that stick up a little too high. She gets beat wide on the play, and just enough. You see that little tug. As soon as the officials see that impeachment of their forward movement, you see the official's arm go straight up. Of course, the Montreal fans not pleased with it, but we get to see that beautiful penalty kill again.
Just means they're good home fans.
That's right.
You got to look at Corey Chevery there as well, was the assistant coach with the Canadian national team since 2021. I'll tell you more about her throughout the broadcast. She has worked with the Pittsburgh Penguins as well as the Toronto Furies in the CWHL. That was back in her playing days.
Yeah, and a coach of the men's Toronto Metropolitan University, formerly known as Ryerson. Really just carving a great path for herself in this coaching role. Of course, a former player at St. Mary's University. Would have played against some of the names on the ice, and Sophie Bete, Melody Daou, in their time at McGill playing U-Sport.
Great job by Montreal winning the faceoff that started this power play and clearing it the length of the ice. Here comes Marvin, Gigi Marvin. Passes back to Shopsall. Shopsall, a nice move to keep it in the zone. Keller swirls around over to Shopsall. Poked out to the far side boards, but kept in. Here's Gigi Marvin. Marvin tosses to the corner, looking back for Keller. Keller, nice backhand pass. Mueller with space. Goes back to Keller. 1:12 left on the power play. Mueller snaps a shot, took a redirection, and bounces to the opposite corner. Boston had one shot on their first power play. Could not tally a goal. Shopsall stood up in front of the crease and a clean clear all the way down to Frankel. You're going to look at the total shots on goal in this game. Montreal getting some good opportunities despite Boston's time of possession. DiGirolamo now with just under 40 seconds left. Tosses back to Sid Morin. Morin with speed to the right side. Morin swirls around goal. Morin back to the top. Tosses it along the blue line. Too hot for Gable for a moment, but she has it. Gable deep into the corner. Circling around Rattray. DiGirolamo tries from straight away, but it was blocked. Exchanging along the near side boards. Just 10 seconds left. Rattray now. To Morin. Morin shoots! Oh, it was stood up in front. Sophie Shirley was there. Damien foraging to find the puck, and play is stopped as the penalty is killed off.
Yeah, some great chances from this Boston power play. Just seeing much better puck movement than the previous one. We're going to take a look at that last shot, and a nice floater in from the blue line. Sophie Shirley able to create that traffic. Jamie Lee Rattray's in there just trying to get bodies in front of Emery. Try to get one of those bounces to go their way. You see Gable sneaking in the back door to see if that one can slip through. But Anne-Renee Desbiens proving why she's one of the best at what she does.
You talked about it from the jump, but how about that mask she's got on today?
Oh, I just love it. She's got a tribute on there to Manon Réaume, Carole Ouellette, and I believe Kim St. Pierre. So honoring some of the legends that really allowed this space for her. I think it's just a beautiful thing.
No shots registered on Boston's most recent power play. They are 0 for 2 on the women advantage with a combined 1 shot. Backhanded in. That's Darkangelo. Cheyenne Darkangelo was a 2-time Isabel Cup champion in the PHF. Montreal trying to organize and work through the neutral zone, but Darkangelo's there once again. Hannah Brandt running to the boards, but first to get there is Sarah Bugeaud. Bugeaud from New Brunswick. Plays on that 4th line for Chevry. Dempsey shoots, rebound chance! Oh, just wide. Kennedy Marchment had the rebound try. Frankel didn't look like she knew where that was.
Well, Jillian Dempsey trying to play spoiler against her home, city that she's been in really for the last 13 years between her time at Harvard and then playing in Boston in the NWHL, then PHF. Just an incredible chance for her in this home opener, trying to make a name for herself and get some Montreal fans on her side for once in her career.
Erin Frankel allowed 2 goals on the first 2 shots that she faced against Minnesota. She's got 6 saves here. Mueller shoots, and a pad save by Desbiens. Man, 1-on-4, and Alina Mueller can still make things happen. Morin had her shot blocked. This is LaFour looking ahead for Dempsey, but active stick by DiGirolamo to the red line to Mueller. Here comes Hillary Knight down the right side, shoots, and Desbiens the save. Well, it's felt like we've been looking towards Boston's ozone quite a bit, but Montreal has been opportunistic on their opportunities all season, Noxie.
Yeah, and this is kind of the motto for this team. You see a nothing play right to the middle. Jillian Dempsey jumps on that puck. She does a great job getting a shot on net to create a rebound in the slot. And I believe it was Dubois just unable to handle that bouncing puck, but what a great opportunity for this 3rd line here.
And live, I thought that Frankel didn't have a read on that rebound. Looked like she might have made a kick save as well on Kennedy Marchment.
Well, truthfully, I think she was a little taken aback by the turnover. She was
Right.
kind of, in that relaxed stance waiting for the breakout, and then she had to jump into the play.
Kennedy Marchment has 2 points so far this year. Desbiens, I save on a shot by Rattray. Jamie Lee Rattray, 1 assist on the Teresa Shopsall goal in the opener. Well-known name up here in Canada as well. She's from Ontario. Played in the PWHPA last year. Poked in front and out to the near side boards. Rattray was the 3rd-round draft pick of PWHL Boston.
And Jamie Lee Rattray spending a lot of time under Montreal's head coach, Corey Chevry, between the national team and last year with Team Harvey's in the PWHPA.
Pass in front for a moment, but it goes all the way down, and Keller has to collapse. She quickly gets it ahead to Knight. Knight tries to work in. Lost it on the move to the backhand. As you get a look at the updated shots on goal, 7-4 in favor of the home team. No score here in the first period. Some good goaltending, 2 Boston power plays, and a fun game here on Saturday afternoon.
And as you mentioned, David, this Boston team really outshot, outchanced their Minnesota game. So they're coming off that, and they've got a lot of offensive power, just unfortunately falling short in the goals tally.
Yeah, we're nearly plus 20 in shots. DiGirolamo, and a blocker saved by Desbiens. Mueller picks it up, looking for Knight. Oh, she had a one-timer that was intercepted.
That is Knight's wheelhouse, too. You see her wind up there at the top of the face-off dot, and that's a goalie's nightmare.
Guess who stepped in the way? It was the captain, Marie-Philippe Poulin. Captain on captain here, and 2 players that know each other well. Morin slams that one off the end boards on a shot just down from the right point. Just about 3:30 to go in the first period. With Liz Knox, longtime goaltender in the CWHL, played her university hockey out in Waterloo, also played down in Australia as well with the Melbourne Ice. We'll hear from Anastasia Busis at the first intermission as well. So happy to have her and the rest of a great team here on Saturday afternoon. In front, Frankel trying to cover up. And finally the whistle comes.
I love that. You could just feel the energy in this arena. It's palpable, and Erin Frankel stepping up to that challenge. You know, a nice flow puck in on net. Aaron Frankel finds it through traffic. We see Montreal gain the blue on here. Nice, great drop pass there. Floats it through the D. Tons of traffic in front. You've got two Montreal players on the defensive side.
Under 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Does either team have a goal in store before the first intermission, or will we be locked at zeros? Mueller with ideas, crosses the red line, looks to Shirley. Shirley trying to find Mueller. Just a little bit too far ahead of her. Mueller might have had her stick held up. Behind goal, swirled out of the way by Madison Bizal. Bizal, the 8th round draft pick, pardon me, from Ohio State. And a clear by Montreal. They can go for a change, but Boston trying to step back in quickly. People will swing it along the boards. This will go down and be fielded by Morin. Stick with us during intermission number 1. Be able to hear from Anastasia Buses with Montreal General Manager Danielle Sobaja. Here's a chance for Montreal. Cross ice. Oh, it was intercepted by Frankel. They were trying to go right across the crease. Bate in that first line. Slammed in by Ambrose, and another stop. Deflected to the end boards. Ambrose protects the puck. Steps in. Ambrose to the goal line. Beautiful pass. Oh! Just missed. Looked like Maureen Murphy, who had another chance. Just couldn't get that one-timer towards Frankel. Bouncing in front once again. Boston sticks, trying to get it out of the zone. 23 seconds left. Tabin, oh my goodness, that nearly went off of Darkangelo and into the goal. Whoa.
Are you entertained yet? I mean, everybody is on the edge of their seat here in Montreal. We're gonna take a look at that last chance. A nice shot on that from Kitty Tabin, and just ping-ponging around. I don't know how Aaron Frankel was able to read this tip. Outside puck, goes on Darkangelo. What a skilled play there by Poulin.
Such a good passer and scorer.
I think part of that too is them just, you know, kind of finding their bearings again. It's been over a week since their first game. Montreal, of course, with a little bit more game time under their belt. So Boston traveled last night. Now they're getting settled into this one here after 20.
What a great first period. No goals, but fantastic play from both teams in Montreal's home opener. We will now send it down to our sideline ringside reporter Anastasia Buses, who is ready to go with Courtney Kessel on the Boston sideline.
Coach Kessel, after 20, I mean, it is just electric out here. How are you feeling behind the bench?
Yeah, great. I mean, you can always count on Montreal's crowd to be electric, and they show up for their team all the time. But we got to commit to defense out here. I think we got to play a little bit more physical.
You are known as kind of the golden standard, though, for offense. What's clicking out there?
Yeah, I think we had some great offensive chances, but we got to bury on. Davien's an amazing goalie, so we got to find the back of the net.
Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you, Anastasia. Thank you, head coach of PWHL Boston, Courtney Kessel. And Liz Knox, you have some personal experience with Coach Kessel as well back in her playing days. Didn't go by that same last name.
No, I was lucky enough to play with her when we were in Brampton. Of course, those stories may have to remain off air as she was a player, and you know, we like to have a good time out here in Montreal. Who doesn't?
Courtney Kessel married to former pro Blake Kessel. Turnover in the Boston D zone. Backhand shot. Frankel makes one save, makes a second. Somehow it stays out. Oh my Lord. What a start to period number 2. And Sophie Bate, and then a goal. Ambrose from the point. Montreal, 33 seconds into the second, takes a 1-0 lead.
Aaron Ambrose just absolutely fired up after 3 great saves by Aaron Frankel, but Aaron Ambrose, a former Concordia assistant coach, with the first one at home. We see this. We're going to take a look at the replay. You see Anne-Sophie Bate just pop that puck out to her. And I'm not sure if it got tipped in front. I'm sure we'll get the official word, but Ambrose certainly charged the line like it was hers, and it looks like it goes straight in again. Aaron Frankel just trying to read all of those options in front, the possible redirects. That one just slides its way right through, seeing eye shot. Aaron Ambrose, you're the hero so far in Montreal.
If it did take a deflection, it was off of Maureen Murphy, maybe just a touch, but we'll wait for the official scoring. How about Erin Ambrose? As a cross-ice pass goes to the near side boards for Boston. Can't take your eyes off the action right now, as both teams are coming out in this second period ready to go. Fans are loud as Ambrose drifts to the corner soon after her goal. We've heard about her ability on the offensive end, as here comes a shot. Oh, another! Laura Stacey doubles the lead. 2 goals in a minute and 2 seconds. Montreal is up 2-zip.
Laura Stacey feeling the energy off that Ambrose goal. We're going to see the puck come out here from Venskova. Right to Stacey. She gets a piece of it. And again, a moving screen in front of Erin Frankel's eyes just takes it away long enough. That one finds the glove side. Almost posted in. We got a 2-0 hockey game just like that.
Wow.
We almost have to stop and catch our breath here.
Erin Ambrose, Laura Stacey, each with their first, pardon me, for Ambrose, it's her first goal of the season. For Stacey, it's her second.
Well, and I would never live it down if I didn't talk about Erin Ambrose. Give a shout out to the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, a team that she coached last year, was supposed to be with this year, of course. When she got drafted to Montreal, she had to have a tough conversation with the girls that she'd be relocating.
2 goals, 29 seconds apart to give Montreal a 2-0 lead after a scoreless first period. Here comes Keller's shot, blocked in front, leaks behind goal. Boston now finds themselves down by 2 in the blink of an eye.
And as I said to you earlier, David, I try to stay away from absolutes, but I can almost guarantee those are the 2 quickest goals in PWHL history.
Yeah, scored back-to-back for sure. Montreal comes out of the gates hot in period number 2. Let's catch you up on the scoring. First goal is officially credited to Erin Ambrose. Assists from Anne-Sophie Bate and Maureen Murphy. A great job by that first line on goal number 1. And then, second goal came from Laura Stacey, her second of the season. Assists coming from Teresa Vanisova, as well as Kristen O'Neill. For O'Neill, that's her second assist of the season. For Vanisova, that's her 4th of the year. She leads the team in assists. Frankel corrals that one on a turnover. Bouncing puck, and this one mercifully stays wide for Erin Frankel. But Montreal is getting a lot of action in their ozone, and to cap it off, they'll go on the power play here.
Yeah, Emily Brown not happy with that call. Just a little bit high possibly on Kristen O'Neill as she was trying to maintain possession of the puck. She comes around the net. There's already a little bit of pushing and shoving. Perhaps, no, the official, you don't get a much better view than that official.
Emily Brown was jawing at Kristen O'Neill and the referee on her way to the penalty box. Courtney Kessel right after the interview with Anastasia Busis. 2 goals for Montreal. Drop down low to the goal line. Great sliding play by DiGirolamo to intercept that pass. This is the first power play of the afternoon for Montreal on the season. They are 1 for 11, scored their first power play goal of the season in their last game against New York in a 5-2 win.
Gigi Marvin goes down there in front of the net.
Along the left side, here comes Stacey. Stacey just found her second goal of the year. She scored in the opener against Ottawa and scored here to start the second period. 15:59 to go in the second. Here's a rush for Poulin. Drops it off. Murphy's shot is saved. Great blocker save. Possible shorthanded opportunity. Here comes Girard. She scores!
And we have a jailbreak!
How about that? She frees Emily Brown from the penalty box and scores the first shorty of Boston's season. It's 2-1.
Well, how quickly things can change, and this is exactly what this Boston team was was hoping for. A swing of momentum. We're going to see Marie-Philippe Poulin here with a great drop pass, and Erin Frankel with just such a quick reaction time on that blocker side. It springs Gerard. She makes no mistake, gets in nice and close, and jailbreaks Emily Brown. Teams are at even strength, and we're in a 2-1 hockey game, David.
So after 4 minutes and 15 seconds, we're in a 1-goal hockey game. If you were trying to guess how we got here and you just tuned in, good luck with that.
You got some catching
Good luck
up to
with
do.
that. We had 3 goals in the span of just over 4 minutes. 2 and 29 seconds for Montreal. Shot saved. Rebound chance was juicy, but no one from Boston could get their stick on it. Emily Brown's 2-minute penalty for roughing has been cleared thanks to Boston's first shorthanded goal of the season. We saw a shorthanded goal earlier in the PWHL season, but none from either of these two teams. This one bounces up on Debienne, takes a weird bounce, sauced in front, and finally flipped to the neutral zone. Whoa!
Quite a series in the blue paint there.
Rattray deep in the corner, sends it to the opposite side. In front looking for Shopsall. Hannah Brandt loses an edge, back to Rattray. Rattray down low, Brandt scores! Hannah Brandt has tied this game up. It's 2-2.
Oh my goodness, Hannah Brandt, what a tic-tac-toe play by this Boston team, putting the pressure on Montreal's defense behind their net and getting that chance out front. You're gonna see it here. Brandt feeds it in front, out to Rattray as she's being pushed down, and she just sneaks back to that back door, being taken down again by Erin Ambrose. Just tenacious on her, trying to make the job difficult. Hannah Brandt showing great composure, that fine motor skills to get her stick on that puck. And we're all tied up at 2.
Goal of the season for Hannah Brandt. It's the second goal scored by this Boston second line. They scored the first goal of Boston's season back in the opener against Minnesota. Teresa Shopsall, the beneficiary there. But this time, all 3 connecting on the play. Assists will go to her line mates, Jamie Lee Rattray and Teresa Shopsall. Marchman. Left it behind for Lefort. And it's scooped up. This is Marvin. Marvin tosses to Emily Brown. We had a frenetic pace at the start of the second. Team's a little more organized playing through the neutral zone here since we've come back from our timeout.
Certainly both teams taking a little bit of a breath after tying it all up at 2. Seeing this as a new opportunity, a new game to score tied.
How real is that during a break where you and your team can reset and say, all right, we can look at this game maybe a little differently than we did 2 minutes ago?
Well, I can confidently say I don't really know because we didn't have commercial timeouts.
Fair enough, fair enough. Noxie played in the CWHL, won a Clarkson Cup championship in 2018. Played with the Brampton and Markham Thunder. In front, backhand shot saved by Frankel. Great look on the doorstep. And once again, it was Catherine Dubois. That 4th line for Montreal has been pesky today. Cross the crease, and Rattray has it bang off the far side boards.
Yeah, these two teams just trading chances at both ends. Frankel getting her toe on that save just barely. We'll be able to get a second look at it.
Offsides here as we take a moment.
Take a look at Erin Frankel, who's been rock solid. See this shot, a nice seeing eye pass into the slot, and on the backhand, I mean, it's really a blind shot there from, I believe it was Dubois. Great job by Erin Frankel to get that left toe out.
Great back check by Sophie Shirley there to win the puck back for a moment, but Montreal able to swoop in behind goal. Shirley points toward Jakes. Jakes sends it in front. Mueller waits a moment. Stays out. It stayed out. Mueller thought it banged off that far post and in, but the referee says no goal.
How did that stay out? Incredible patience by Alina Mueller on the back door. And what a play by Hillary Knight kicking that puck through. She knew exactly where to find Mueller.
Wow, Mueller was pointing towards goal, saying that should stand. Referee says no. Keller has it bounce through her legs. Watch out here. Here's O'Neal. O'Neal, right wing circle, looking for a trailer. Wow, great defense. Hillary Knight goes end to end to stop the shot. Knight has it now. Knight taking her time, pushing it through. But great job by Vanishova to get it to the red line. We have a whistle. Hand pass.
Well, that's some prototypical Montreal hockey there, looking for the second, third waves on the offensive attack. We're going to take a look at this. My mistake, it actually went off the Montreal defender. You can see from that behind the net replay, we're so fortunate to have these great camera angles, a great crew running them. There's no denying that puck didn't even come close to the line.
Yeah, it didn't even hit the post, so that was my mistake. It actually hit a stick behind Davian. As a big push laid by Bate on Brown. Physicality starting to turn up a few notches here in the middle of the second. Gable trying to defend her goalie in front. Puck dribbling by the blue line. Boston gets it to the neutral zone. D'Arcangelo plays it off the boards, fights through two bodies. Keppel is there first for Montreal. Murphy comes away with it. Maureen Murphy started her college career at Providence, ended it at Northeastern. Poulin, this is the first line. Bate, deep in the corner, tried to sauce it back to Poulin. And a whistle from the blue line. Montreal will head to the power play for the second time this afternoon. It's Amanda Pelkey who sits 2 minutes for slashing.
Yeah, Amanda Pelkey, Team USA gold medalist in 2018. You see her just those hands up at the blue line, trying to create that breakout. She'll sit for 2 or less. An all-time leader in goals, assists, and points at the University of Vermont.
Montreal had no shots on their first power play. In fact, they allowed a shorthanded goal that released Emily Brown from the penalty box. Taylor Girard got Boston scoring going, cut the deficit in half. And then they scored another goal 91 seconds later. It's where we stand at 2-2. Big shot from the left side. Frankel makes the save. Stacy was looking for a second goal. Ambrose has it now, center of the point. Ducks in from the blue line, takes her time. Looks back to Stacy, big shot again. This one's blocked. Megan Keller got in the way.
After that opening goal, Team Montreal looking to Erin Ambrose to quarterback this power play. Position she's used to having with the Canadian national team.
Ambrose played at Clarkson, won a national championship in 2014. As Stacy has it now. Stacy back to Ambrose. Ambrose trades spots, goes to the right wing circle, looking in front for Murphy! And she's decked by Taylor Girard. But Montreal keeps it in the O-zone. 1:05 left on the power play. They've scored 1 power play goal this season. Big shot again. This one blocked off of a teammate. That was Poulin who let it rip.
Just incredible respect to this Boston D-corps, getting in the way of some heavy shots. A lot of one-timers on this power play for Team Montreal. And Boston showing that tenacity, that fearlessness to get bodies in front, keep them out of the net.
Tabin swings it along the boards where it stood up for a moment. Puck comes loose now. This is Anne-Sophie Bate. Bate looks for Marchment now. Marchment back to the blue line. Lashkova has it to Tabin. Tabin looking for an angle to shoot. Bouncing puck, and it went through the legs of Marchment.
Yeah, Kennedy Marchment just licking her lips on the back door there. Just one too many hops, skip, and a jump on the puck. That's too bad because she was ready for that backdoor play.
Nice job by Hillary Knight. Intercepts a pass, tries to wait for some reinforcements. 2 shots for Montreal on that last power play. Boston is 2 for 2 on the PK. DiGirolamo with a stick on her right skate. Sends it off the glass to the outside. Right point now, Keller does a great job to keep it in. Wow, Megan Keller couldn't keep it all that time though. Marchment creeps in slowly and sends it through. And Sophie Bate was streaking across the blue paint.
Good job by DiGirolamo on the defensive end.
Another
for
save
Boston.
by Frankel as Da'u makes the stop. Rattray looking down low for Mueller. Knight now there. Mueller just tosses it back in front, but Da'u flips it to the red line. If you're just joining us, we had no goals in the first period. 11 saves for Frankel, 6 saves for Desbiens in that first 20 minutes, and then, well, in the first 5 minutes of the second period, a whole bunch of scoring broke out. 2 goals 29 seconds apart for Montreal from Ambrose and Stacey. Boston responded with a shorty by Taylor Gerard and a game-tying goal from Hannah Brandt. Sprung loose, this is Jakes. Huge shot, and Jakes has stood up. Desbiens, a pad save from point blank.
Yeah, a really smart play by Anne-Sophie Bettet on the wall there. She was just looking to bump it off. Unfortunately, just a few feet behind, and Sophie Jakes gets a grade A scoring opportunity on Anne-Renee Desbiens.
Keller, as the trailer, got to the puck. It's tucked in deeper by Gigi Marvin. Murphy swings it along, looking for Leia Lum. Lum turns it over. This is Brandt tucking it back to her forehand. Shopsaw shot, but it kicked out wide. Down low again, some quick passing by this second line. Shopsaw backhands it out. Morin, low shot. Bettet makes the save, and the rebound comes to the near side boards. Poked by Brown, Boston looking for a quick re-entry. Sid Morin, draft pick of Minnesota, tosses it all the way to Desbiens, where she will leave it for a teammate and protect until Keeple comes over.
DJ Licks pulled there, and Renee Desbiens as he started the tune. He's on the turntables here at Verdun Auditorium, keeping this crowd alive.
Yeah, they're simmering a little bit. Less goals here in the second period, but this crowd has been awesome all game long. First game that the Montreal home fans get to see their team in this arena. To the outside now. This is Vani Shova. Drop pass, and that one went wide. Frankel. Top of the left wing circle now. Tabin. Wide open. O'Neill shoots, and a glove save by Frankel. Couldn't squeeze it, made another stop though. Erin Frankel has made 16 saves.
Kristen O'Neill with a lot of time there to think about placement on that puck. Erin Frankel does a great job taking away the short side.
Montreal +2 in scoring chances as Frankel covers up.
Yeah, as we take a look here at Knight and Poulin, of course, Knight having spent a couple seasons here playing for Les Canadiens. Poulin with the Boston University connection. Both these players seeing both sides of the border and feeling at home regardless of where they are.
Knight won 2 national championships at Wisconsin. Poulin, of course, 3 gold medals. As a chance right off the faceoff for Montreal. Comes to the near side. Just over 3 minutes left in the second period. This has been an evenly matched game the whole way. Montreal jumped out by 2, but then Boston 2 quick goals to answer. All in the first 6 minutes of period number 2. Mueller with that first line. Knight has it. Knight shoots. Was hunting top corner, just high and wide. This one flipped up. Bounces toward the glass, and Keller tries to fish for it. Keller stood up by Bettet, and it comes out to Boston. Shirley looking for an entry. Goes to Knight. Knight along the dashers, slams it back, looking for Mueller. Mueller to Jakes. Took a deflection and stays wide. Desbiens sealing off that far side post now. Montreal comes out the other way. Lashkova spinning around, has it against Brown, but she was offsides. Face-off won by Boston. Deflection, this one steers out wide to the left side corner. Montreal won 11 of 15 face-offs in the first period. Looks like they have continued to hold an advantage into the second. As we have under 2 minutes left to go in period number 2. Be sure to stick with us during the intermission, as we'll have a chance to hear from a couple of greats. Julie Chu will be with Carolyn Ouellette as well. Stacy along the blue line. Nice pass to O'Neill. O'Neill tried to send it back, but it hit off his skate and comes to the neutral zone. 1 minute left in the second period. Mueller with ideas. Had it poked away. O'Neill tried to backhand it for her teammate, but Boston gets the puck back. Shirley down to Knight. Knight tries to find a backhand. A great job by Da'u, able to seal her off from chasing the puck.
And the poise under pressure of these two teams is really impresses me. You know, bouncing pucks in zone, and their players are not just throwing the pucks away, they're putting it into open space and allowing their teammates to skate through it. Saw a great chance there by Hillary Knight down at Anne-Renee Desbien's net. We're going to take a second look here from Sophie Shirley down low. Hillary Knight just tries to walk out, and a good body placement by Montreal D retreating back. And as I mentioned, you see that Laura Stacey, just a little stick tap towards the center of the house. And Montreal's able to turn the puck up ice. We're back down at Boston's end.
Faceoff comes to the left of Frankel, won by Boston. For an exit from the zone, was trying to find Rattray. Overshot her. Now Montreal will slow things down with 15 seconds to go. Maybe one more rush. Pass up ahead. Lauren was there. Montreal has to clear all their players. Boston gets the puck back. 10 seconds left. Lofted to the red line. Rattray. Rattray gains the zone. 3 seconds left. Shoots! And Desbiens makes the save. That does it for period number 2. Noxie started with a flurry of goals and shots and kind of settled down here towards the end. We're still knotted up.
I'm here with Alina Mueller. What a period. Momentum shifts left, right, and center. But that jailbreak goal seemed to change everything for you. Did you feel that as a team?
Yes, definitely good morale if we come back from 2-0. We believe in us, and we knew we had a good game. Just was a matter of time to put the puck in the net.
This is a highly offensive game. What do you need to do to ensure you come away with the W?
I think one of our goals initially was to lock down in the D zone, take away. They're trying to do the rushes, try to stop them in the neutral zone and attack back right away.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Corey Chevery seems to be enjoying the atmosphere, smile on her face as you get a look at some of the players getting ready for this third and final period. Montreal has played one overtime game. Boston has not. Are we heading there, Noxie?
I mean, I never say that too much as the goalie with the superstitions, but these two teams, you know, they really match up well against each other, and we're in for an exciting 20 minutes at least, I'll say.
Fans are into it at the start of the third. If the start of the second was any sign, be locked in here for these first couple minutes. Montreal came out of the gates hot, scored 2 goals in the first minute and 10 seconds of period number 2. Boston responded with 2 goals at 4:15 and 5:46 to tie things up.
And you heard Corey Chevery say it. It's about the team that manages the puck the best. And sometimes that's possessing, and sometimes it's just controlling the play. This has been a very back and forth effort from both sides.
Face-off total through 2 periods. Montreal has won 25. Boston has won 9. Nearly a 3-to-1 disparity there, as Poulin has been active at the spot. Here's O'Neill. O'Neill sprung out of the cannon, shoots, rebound chance, dribbles. Oh, it stays wide. No, stays wide here. No goal. Wow. First it was O'Neill. Then it was her line mates who were on the opposite side. Thought it went in. We even saw the goal light start flashing, but that stays out. And we stay at 2-2.
Well, you called it, David. Kristen O'Neill, that Laura Stacey line, along with Venishova, I mean, they just build so much momentum from just inside, that 5 feet inside their own blue line. They spring that break, and they certainly had the crowd here fooled, and maybe even themselves.
Here's LaFour trying to get one off from an off angle. Marchment on the opposite side to pick it up. With Anastasia Busis and Liz Knox, I'm David Korzanowski. We're here at the start of the third period in the home opener for Montreal. All 4 goals came in the second. Brown backhanding it. Near side boards now is Dempsey. Dempsey was a captain for 6 years with the Boston Pride. Was picked in round 11 by Montreal for a different home for her professional career here.
Yeah, and even before that, I remember playing against Dempsey when she was on the Boston Blades in the Canadian Women's Hockey League. And as we mentioned earlier, going to school at Harvard University in Cambridge, of course, just not too far from Boston, really. I mean, her roots are deep there.
Across the crease, and it slips through. Puck flips end over end. It was Bugeaud who might have had a chance. Looking in front, bumped off the puck is D'Arcangelo. Lauren Gable was leading the rush for Boston. Two players stayed down in the corner, finally getting up. It's Catherine Dubois and Cheyenne D'Arcangelo. Little note on the forward on the fourth line, Catherine Dubois. She was signed to a 10-day contract earlier in the week. Picked up a power play goal against New York and has gotten another start here today in game number 2 with Montreal. Her game number 2, I should say. This one cross ice looking for Lum. Lum, patient with it, tries the wraparound. Frankel had that left pad out. Should be icing, and it'll come right back down towards Erin Frankel. Keller tried to tap it off of Costa, but this goes all the way down to Desbiens. And Renee Desbiens, so far this season, had 21 saves against Minnesota, had 26 saves in the overtime win against Ottawa. In each of her 2 starts, she has let up 2 goals, including today so far. Brown steps through, nice work there. As Girard tried to tap it ahead towards herself, Montreal will send it across. Been a pretty clean game in this one. We've had 4 penalties, 2 against Montreal in the first period, 2 against Boston in the second. No power play goals in this game, each team 0 for 2, but a shorthanded goal from Taylor Girard that ended Boston's PK a bit early. Nice backhand pass, looking for Jakes. Jakes, edge of the right wing circle, pushed into the corner by Maureen Murphy. 13 minutes to go in the third and final period. Knight tried to keep it in at the blue line. Jakes spins it down deep once again. Shots now 23-16. Montreal has held the advantage for most of this game. O'Neill tucks it back, tried to find a teammate, but nice work by Amanda Pelkey. Pelkey's out there with Mueller. They lost the puck. So Vanishova will shoot, and Frankel makes the glove save. Free-flowing start to the third period. Brandt tried a shot from the point, traded spots with Keller, who couldn't get a forehand towards goal. Picked up by Rattray. Rattray tries to spin it back for a streaking Shopsall, fresh off of the bench. Rattray has it now. Jamie Lee Rattray, the 2 alternate captains on this team with Keller. Shopsall now digs forward in the corner against KT Tabin. O'Neill now. O'Neill, she's done this all game, creating opportunities on her own and with her speed. Vanishova has it. Her line mates are out there. Stacy backhanding it by the goal line, trying to get it out between the circles. A backhand shot, Frankel. The puck is loose, but the whistle was blown.
Tensions rising in this Montreal-Boston rivalry. As things get a little chippy in front of Erin Frankel there. Puck is whistled down by the official. Good pressure behind the net from Laura Stacey, and she just walks right out. That backhand, hard to reach shot, just juggled long enough that the official was able to blow it down, but certainly creating some chaos in front of the Boston netminder.
Faceoffs after the first were 11-4 Montreal. 25-9 after 2 periods. That is dominance at the spot. Dau tries to swing it along. Boston wants to win it back, but it's Bazal who gets it the other way. Jakes tried to find Rattray, and this will leak past the blue line. Another possible shorthanded. Here's Bugeaud. She shoots, St. Frankel! Odd woman rush is stopped once again by Boston's best defender, Erin Frankel.
Bugeaud, Sarah Bugeaud with a couple great chances. She had 5 shots on net last game, and
Keppel from an off angle, and Frankel stands tall once again. Looking in front, LaFour had it slip underneath her stick. Knight on the left side of the blue line, drops it low for Jakes. Jakes is trying to backhand it over to Shirley. Mueller up at the top now. Keller to Mueller. Mueller looking for Knight on the doorstep, and it leaks out to the corner. Montreal springing out from their D zone, trying to apply pressure. Keller's back there first. Nice effort by LaFour. Tabin sent it into some white jerseys. It's settled down by Boston. If you're just joining us, we've had no goals here in the third. We had no goals in the first. All goals came in a 6-minute span to open the second period. As we reach a stoppage, it's time to remind you that nothing beats watching your favorite team live. Get tickets to PWHL games to catch all of the action. Visit thepwhl.com/tickets to secure your seats today. If this is any sign, if the first week plus has been any sign, Noxie, these arenas are going to sell out.
yeah, for sure want to say hi to all of our viewers at home and those here in Montreal. You heard Danielle Sauvageau a little concerned with the weather. There was quite the dumping of snow yesterday and into last night, but Montreal sure knows how to show up for their women's hockey.
O'Neill looks for Stacy on the entry. Stacy's into the corner against Brown. Stacy falling down, just tips it back to the blue line. This runs into some traffic, and it's backhanded by Pelkey. Kept in though. Here's a chance. Ambrose, patient by the Dashers, ducking lower. Now hands off to Stacy. Stacy skating behind goal, reverses course in front. Here's a shot, another save, Frankel. Stacy gets it back, elevates, and it's wide. Vanishova, another great chance, and Laura Stacy. And this second line for Montreal has played stellar.
Well, they're just absolutely buzzing. The chemistry between those three up front, the speed that matches it. What a treat to watch.
Dubois. Now Bate. Bate was the hero in Montreal's opener in hostile territory in Ottawa. What's in store down the stretch here? Just over 7 minutes left. Brent bouncing puck in front. Davienne covers up.
And it looks like we might have a Boston power play on the horizon as the stick of Montreal defender just gets up. But we're going to take a look at that Montreal chance first. A great heads-up play in front, just out of the reach of Vanishova. And the puck comes down the other way. Nice little float saucer pass from Schafsall. You see Daou just getting her stick up on Schafsall, trying to get that redirect in front, and Boston heads to the power play for 2 or less.
It's Catherine Daou who sits for 2 minutes for hooking. The first power play we've seen in this third period. Marvin creeps in, looks for a deflection off of Knight, but it was just wide of her. This is Boston's third power play, a big-time shot from Schafsall, but it goes high. Boston has had 1 shot on their power plays so far tonight. Keller looking for Mueller. Keller has a big slap shot deflected. Davienne was privy to it. Makes the save between the pads.
And you're looking at the go-to player at the point for Boston. Megan Keller with a great vision. She dishes to Mueller, and then big wind-up. Looking for that redirect. It just finds the kneecap of Anne-Renee Davienne.
Keller looks for Mueller. Mueller down low to Knight. Knight has a bounce off the end boards. Mueller gets it back. Back to Keller. 1 minute left on the Boston power play. Their third of this game. Knight taking her time. Finds Marvin. Marvin shoots, and it goes high and out of play.
Gigi Marvin, what an incredibly heavy wrist shot. She just steps right into that one, and Anne-Renee Davienne gets that left shoulder up. How about this vision from Hillary Knight? Gives Marvin all day to walk in untouched. A great pass, but again, Davienne just getting enough on that puck to get it up and out of play for a whistle.
And Renee Desbiens up to 16 saves in this game. DiGirolamo patient, passes over. Deflected off of a stick. Sophie Shirley was there, and it leaks past the blue line. Lauren couldn't keep it in. Watch out. Dalton was thinking about a possible shorthanded opportunity. Saw Boston score a shorty and release Emily Brown from the penalty box in period number 2. Just 28 seconds left on the Boston power play, and another cleared by Montreal. Montreal plus 10 in shots in this game, as you can see above the score bug. Nearly a dangerous turnover, but thankful for Boston. Morin was there. Last 5 seconds. Puck controlled by Montreal. They have killed off 3 of 3 penalties. 2 shots for Boston there. Bate, beautiful pass across the crease. Frankel.
And Sophie Bate certainly making a case for herself on this top line, was showing some incredible chemistry there with Marie-Philippe Poulin.
And this is just Bate's second game played of the season. She played and got the overtime game winner against Ottawa, but has missed the last 2 games. She comes back into the lineup and takes her spot right back on that left wing of the first line.
Yeah, well rested and hasn't skipped a beat.
She's looked awesome here today. Puck stood up in front of the Montreal bench. Finally, it leaks free. Keller looking for a pass. Back to Keller. She shoots, and it's just wide. Oh, man. Megan Keller, a beautiful give and go. Boston still has it. Knight, a low shot. Pad save by Desbiens. Streaking through, falling to her knees, and trying to shoot. It was Jakes. Desbiens, another stop. Mueller trying to toss it over to Shirley. Wow, a beautiful pass to the opposite slot.
Well, I think that stat just says it all. I mean, this Montreal team is so respectful of the offensive prowess of Megan Keller.
Watch out, here's Bate, and a penalty. This is gonna go against Boston. Believe Sophie Jakes will go to the box at a crucial juncture in this game, and the Montreal fans know it.
They are feeling the momentum here in Montreal with just over 3 minutes. And Sophie Bate does a great job keeping those feet moving and really sells that stick that Keller gets up tucked underneath Bate's arm. You see here on this replay, just taking that little knee, making the point known. Hey, just holding me up here a little bit, and the referee agrees.
Boston's 3rd penalty, Montreal's 3rd power play. Megan Keller, 2 minutes for hooking at 16:38 of the 3rd period. It'll be interesting to see how Montreal plays this. Poulin let it rip. A save by Frankel. Montreal has a total of 2 shots on their power plays so far today. Remember the last time Montreal was on the women advantage, Boston scored a shorthanded goal. Stacey tees one up, and Frankel blocks it into the boards. Whoa!
I cannot stress enough how easy she just made that look.
Ambrose passes to her right. Poulin! Oh, it went through, but somehow stays out. Backhanded by Stacey. This is a monster first line for this Montreal power play. They're letting it rip. Murphy skating back to the blue line. Gets some space. Murphy tries a shot off of the glass. 1 minute left on Montreal's power play. 2:18 left in the game. Ambrose still with it. Long shift by this first line. Poulin still has it. Poulin for Stacey. Bounces through her, but she plays it off the board. Stacey circles back, looks to Ambrose. Back to Stacey. Back to Ambrose. Drifting to the right. Ambrose shoots. This one wide as well. Less than 2 minutes to go. 32 seconds left on the power play. That leaks past the blue line. Boston will try to get it out. Quick re-entry. Here's Poulin looking for space. Oh, just through Stacey. Finally cleared by Boston after 1 minute and 45 seconds. I'm pretty sure Montreal's first line of the power play played that entire shift.
Well, and if I'm Boston, I'm just hoping we can escape this odd man opportunity because, as you said, that top line from Montreal is extremely tired.
3 shots for Montreal on the power play, but a successful kill for Boston. We're still knotted up at 2. Shirley hammers it into the corner. We're 1 minute and 10 seconds away from an overtime game here at Verdun Auditorium. Montreal's won once in OT. Boston hasn't gone there yet this season. If you're new, it's 3-on-3, 5 minutes. Sudden death overtime. We're still tied after that. 3 rounds of a shootout. Sudden death if it's still tied. Keller takes a hit. In the corner now, skating through Dubois. Big hit laid by Brandt. 37 left. To the right point. Keppel bounces it off the end boards, deflects off the end of goal. There's a loose stick in the corner as well. Under 30 seconds left. Keller, Brandt took a hit in response to the one that she laid. Bugeaud slamming her into the boards. 15 seconds to go. A miracle last chance for one of these 2 teams, or are we going the extra 5? Here's Rattray. Rattray tried a shot, but it was blocked by Keppel. 3, 2, 1. Let's do overtime. 2-2 after 60 minutes. Boston and Montreal. And now Boston sends out Knight, Keller, Mueller to start things off. Montreal sends out Ambrose, Poulin, and Stacy. This is the product, and it has been a thrilling season so far. This is just Boston's 2nd game. We're just getting going here in mid-January. Montreal wins the opening faceoff. It's Ambrose who controls first. Ambrose looks ahead to Poulin. Poulin gains the zone. Poulin looking down low for Stacy. Backhand shot, Frankel hammered out, and a goal! The game winner from Captain Clutch, Marie-Philippe Poulin. 20 seconds into the overtime on a rebound chance. Montreal gets their 3rd win of the season and their 2nd in overtime.
Well, Montreal, you couldn't have written a better story. Marie-Philippe Poulin with the game-winning goal in overtime. But there is a discussion on the ice here. Hillary Knight talking to our official. It looks like they're going to take this one to the box for review. We've got the whole Montreal team on the ice and not a seat in their seats. So we're going to take a look at this. It starts behind the net. Erin Ambrose just softly breaks out to Marie-Philippe Poulin. She floats this one to Laura Stacey, who goes center of the net. And we've got quite the predicament on our hands.
So the question will be, did Laura Stacey interfere with Erin Frankel? That's what they're looking at right now. This is also that rule that you see in the NHL sometimes. Was it the other team that pushed Stacey into the goalie with Knight on her rear?
You know, a difficult call here in Montreal, especially because the puck is sitting loose in Frankel's skates.
Great point. No goal! Goaltender interference. Let's keep going. Wow. Wow.
Well, let's see how we respond. Again, you still got Captain Clutch on the ice, looking to take this face-off. Only 20 seconds into this overtime. And boy, does this story have the making for a rivalry in this 24 PWHL season.
The 3 players for each team that started on the ice in overtime will start again here with 4:40 to go. They had plenty of time to catch their breath. Montreal has to erase a post-game celebration from their mind and lock back in. Here's the face-off in the neutral zone, won by Poulin. Once again, she is so good at the spot, winning 40 of 70 face-offs before today's game, and that percentage and tally just ticking up, and up in Game 4 of Montreal's season. Boston still has life. Can they reset? And can they find a goal? It's Knight who has it. Beautiful backhand pass, Keller. She's all alone. Keller, right side, looking for help. Last to skate back is Mueller. This will bang off the boards to her. Mueller will drift back to the red line here and play it to Megan Keller. 4 minutes to go in overtime.
And now we're seeing this Boston squad on the receiving end of some of the boos that Montreal is so used to hearing in their season opener in Ottawa.
Boston was getting ready for a change. Now some new players out there. Mueller has it. She looks behind. Morin streaking in. Also got Sophie Shirley out there as the other forward. Intercepted by Shirley here at the red line. Gains the zone. Shirley. Near side boards to Morin. Morin to the goal line and deeper. O'Neill on her back. Morin stood up. Jamie Lee Rattray swivels around, falls to her knees, gets it to Morin. Morin trying to play catch with Rattray. Montreal has the puck. Rattray has it back. Looking for Marvin. Marvin on the outside of the right wing circle. Puts on the brakes. Gigi Marvin. Boston going for more changes. This is Sophie Jakes. Jakes getting her first overtime action. Pardon me, that's Pelkey. Pelkey shoots just wide. Sliding over was Kristen O'Neill. Might have caught the body. Marvin swivels around, still has O'Neill on her. Gigi Marvin falls into the boards, backhanded it. Pelkey scores! Amanda Pelkey, the game winner for Boston in overtime. Their first win of the season. And moments after a celebration on the Montreal bench, it's Boston who will get the second point.
Amanda Pelkey is the spoiler in this one. We get the thumbs down from this loyal Montreal crowd. But the advantage that Boston had on that was they sustained pressure in Montreal's zone. They were able to change all three players on the ice, get fresh legs. And Montreal, on the other hand, was just kind of trapped in their zone.
Amanda Pelkey gets her first goal of her PWHL career. Playing with the PHF with the Metropolitan Riveters last year. This is how the play was set up.
Gigi Marvin, who had just stepped on the ice, maintains pressure. She walks out, and Pelkey kind of gets lost behind the net, squeaking out in front. And that one just lands right on her stick, of course. And Renee Desbiens making a great athletic attempt over there, but just too much time on the stick of number 16, Amanda Pelkey, putting this one away for Team Boston.